let's talk about power for your main camera and some accessories that you will build around your rig. Welcome back, I'm Mauro and today I have here a compact power handle that will power up your rig. Let's explore some ways on how to get dedicated power for your camera and accessories. You can go for dedicated batteries for every little accessory that you mount on your system, like the battery for your camera, battery dedicated for your HoloLens Mars, and dedicated battery for your wireless follow focus system or actually for your screen. This is kind of a standard way. Then we have a dedicated V-Lock mount battery that will power up all these dedicated accessories and your camera, but this kind of feels heavy and it's not a handle that you can mount anywhere. You have to get a dedicated V-Lock battery mount and mount it behind your camera. This is kind of the trade-off if you are going for a V-Lock battery. You can also have cables running out straight from your wall socket. This is kind of better for a studio environment and not for a handheld rig that you will use outside. A better and maybe a more convenient way for a type of shooting could be your Sunwell power handle. Let's run down a simple unboxing. In the box you will get the power handle, the top handle 1/4 screw mount adapter, the side handle 1/4 screw adapter, a cheese plate, the screws to combine it all, 2 D-Tap power cords, female to female cord, and a dummy battery pack, in this case the E6 battery used for powering the Blackmagic 4K camera. In the box you will get now included the D-Tap charger for charging your battery handle. Let's talk about the specs. The Sunwell power handle comes in with 2 D-Tap out sockets, 14.4 volt, each 10 ampere. One bigger male power 12 volt 3 amperes and a smaller 8 volt 3 ampere socket. In the end there is also a standard USB-A 5 volt 2.1 ampere. It's kind of the first time that actually companies are trying to get a better usability out of a battery and securing power for all of your devices. Another thing that you have to secure is your password and fast checkouts. The today video sponsor, Dashlane. I have been using Dashlane for a couple of weeks now on my desktop and also on my smartphone, and it changed the way of fast password film forms and fast credit card checkouts. Dashlane is a mobile and desktop app that gives you a shortcut for everything you do online. It saves all your password, credit cards and personal information safely in one place and makes the internet a one-click autofill experience. It's acting like a digital wallet, password manager and security service. It can save all your passwords, generate new more secure passwords and check your password health. One of my favorite things is the auto fill-in for all my credentials, and it saves time for my online checkouts and giving more opportunity for my creative ideas. If you download the app via the link in the description, you will support all my creative ideas and get also a lifetime free usage for one device and also 1 month free of the premium app. Don't miss it. Let's get back to the battery. The battery is rated to 70 watt-hours, translated to 5000 milliamperes. On the handle there are also 1/4 screw mounts to combine more gear or accessories for your camera. Okay, so let's have a look now on how I connected my accessories. I threw in on the Blackmagic the Canon battery to the 8 volt port. Another 12 volt port to the HoloLens Mars 400. D-Tap power cable straight to my on-top monitor. What does this all mean translated to the actual hours of use? Sunwell is stating that you can get 4 hours of battery power if you are using the handle just for your camera. If you rig up all these things, you will get some little less. When you add all the accessories like the monitor, wireless image transmission system, you are actually going for around 2 hours of always recording and on mode. Full brightness to the monitor, recording with the Blackmagic and wireless with the fans going on. So this kind of thing will be just enough for a shorter run and gun shoot. Taking out the Holland Mars 400, you will get around 3 hours of shooting, powering the monitor and your camera. So it will always depend on what kind of gear and what's the power consumption of the gear that you mounted on. If you use it with like a Sony a7 III or a 6400 that drain out way less power and a smaller screen, you could run this setup for around 4 to 5 hours straight. And this is kind of more than enough for a dedicated shoot. The power check will give you 5 LED lights from 100 to 0. And there is no imminent power shutdown warning when the battery is depleted. When pressing the check button and all the LEDs are turned off, you will get around 10 minutes more with this setup. It always depends on what you are mounting on. The handle feels really good in the hand and actually the weight it's just right. So I would recommend this setup if you are doing shorter shoots where you don't need bigger V-Lok batteries, or actually if you are using smaller cameras like the Sony ones, or actually some kind of setup that is draining less power from the battery. From my experience, 60 to 70% of all my shoots don't last more than 2 hours of pure recording. For a longer shoot throughout the day, just like a wedding, I would not make it with one handle. I would need 3 or 4. But actually this handle would not be perfect for me because I am switching from gimbal to monopod back to the rig, and it's kind of messy to rig it all around. So for longer shots, go for the standard way, switching batteries on and off to your camera, or use longer lasting V-Lok batteries. So it's mostly up to you to decide whether to go for this system. I gave you my results. What do you think, guys? Comment section down below. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with the bearing icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.